Okay, this is Sean V. Bradley of Dealer Synergy, and we are at the Williams Automotive Group's new, soon-to-be internet sales department slash phone center slash BDC slash customer development center. So as of right now, we're going to take a converted conference room, break room, that's got absolutely nothing in it except for that plasma. You know, it's pretty much, tell me how we're using this room right now.
Right now it's used as the conference room and break room when needed. It's used probably twice a week.
Okay, so it's just sitting here, all this space and real estate, correct?
Yes.
Okay, what the plan is going to be here is we're going to have to take everything out of the room.
Yep.
And we're going to need to get, we could do this internally, you might get somebody else to do for the space planning and the ergonomics, meaning we need to figure out, okay, we got X amount of space, how many people we're going to be able to fit in here. So what I want you to do is I want you to keep this on me.
Okay.
Can you see me fine?
Yes.
Okay, again, this is Sean V. Bradley. I'm here at the Williams Automotive Group. What we're going to accomplish is basically consolidate 4 dealerships' internet sales department to one centralized facility. Again, they have a Honda dealership, a Toyota dealership, a Nissan dealership, and then a Kia dealership plus used cars. Approximately how many units does the group do, approximately?
A month?
Yeah.
Close to 300.
Okay, so this is a 300 car establishment, and what our goal is simply to do this. We're looking to build a centralized department that sells over 100 units a month out of this department. So follow me, the average dealership NADA says sells less than 100 cars a month. It's roughly about 90 cars a month. So out of the 19,500 car dealerships out there, they average about 90 cars a month. What this internet department here is going to do is sell more than the average dealership does. So what we're going to need to do is get rid of all this stuff here. We need to make sure that there's proper lighting. Okay, there needs to have proper lighting. Then what we're going to want to do is set up on the perimeter. What I'm thinking here, my first instinct, is taking this corner, right, and kind of making this the manager's space right here. Okay? The reason being, and we could figure out the L shape or have you, is that at this location here, the manager's going to be able to turn around and watch, you know, all the employees, motivate, etc. This is going to be like a call center, like a phone room or boiler room, so to speak, but for internet sales. So my vision is the, you know, managers here, they might have, you know, desk here, or however we set it up. But ultimately, I want to be able to see the entire room and be able to monitor, because the internet director's job is going to be a lot of motivation, driving the phone calls, driving the rooms. Remember, the biggest takeaway, you know, Emily, for you is that you got to remember, the more phone call attempts, the more connections, more appointments, more shows, more sales, bottom line. So now, that manager's office is right here, so to speak. I do kind of like the boards, so we're going to try to figure that out. You know, we're going to want to have, to start with, we're going to start with 5 coordinators, 5, you know, sections. Now, whether it's right here or it's right there, we can figure that out. But what you want to know is that we need dividers, like in a call center room. That way, you could kind of segregate and isolate the noise and all the yelling, etc. So let's say, for example, just for example, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, 6, 7, 8. I think very, very modestly you could fit 8 people in here easily. And what my vision is that you're going to have the manager, almost like a sales manager, obviously, that's going to, you know, drive the room here. All the leads are going to come to the department, you know, from all 4 stores. They're going to be going through their lead management tool. So the coordinator is going to come to work. Their main objective, just so you understand, is to, you know, first log in to their ILM CRM tool, access the fresh leads, handle those, handle the responses, and then click all active, and then just work through their list. When they're done, they're going to go through it again. So, but a couple of things I would really suggest. This is like a prison room. You know, there's no light, there's no windows. There's a window to a window, but it's too far out. So what you might want to do is obviously get better lighting in here. You have to get better lighting in here, 1. The other thing that I would suggest is basically getting, not decorations, but like motivational objections and rebuttals. One of my biggest Honda, you know, clients, you know, Willis Honda on the East Coast, they basically took my idea and they ran with it. There's 5 main reasons why people are going online: price, availability, convenience, I hate car salesmen, and research. So try to imagine if you had a poster that was over here that said price, you know, and then it had like 3 to 5 rebuttals right there. So try to imagine if you kind of wallpapered or put signs all around the room of objections and rebuttals. So if I'm a coordinator, if I'm sitting down right here, anywhere I look, if I turn around this way, I turn around that way, there's objections, rebuttals, objections, rebuttals. I want your people to be enveloped. I want your people to be enveloped in their new environment. Objections, rebuttals, qualifications, etc. Now think about that. When you come to work, matter of fact, this Willis Honda dealership, that was my idea about putting the objections and rebuttals on the posters and wrapping the room. But you know, Janelle, she was the internet director. She had a great idea. She actually printed up T-shirts, and each of their coordinators actually wore the objections and rebuttals on their T-shirts because they weren't on the floor. So try to imagine everywhere you go, everywhere you look, everywhere you walk, you're completely enveloped, ingrained, entwined, immersed in automotive phone sales, in internet sales. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I'm definitely envisioning, you know, like a call center environment in here with cubicles and dividers. You know, whether you have single monitors, dual monitors, this is going to be the state-of-the-art customer development center. All of these computers are going to be equipped with web cameras so we could do video Skype, so we could communicate via social media with the dealers. There's going to be instant messaging, you know, universal clients are going to be able to use. So there's going to be a lot going on. But again, we're going to house, you know, to start with, you know, 5 internet coordinators, the director, 2, you know, internet sales consultants, internet sales managers, plus we have a full-time digital marketing specialist on staff. And that's just to start with. That's it. So thank you very much, and I'm going to email this to you so you have it for your records.
Perfect. That would be excellent.